Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Master of Magic. We are continuing our conquest of the world with our deadly trolls. We have a Taran hero, Shardis, who is a caster, sitting right here. I can't see her unit information, unfortunately, but I know she's a caster from previous combats. We're just going to drive her back a little bit. She's going to summon a bunch of fire elementals and immolate them. I'm not terribly worried about it. But I am going to throw darkness, and then just auto this battle. I am a little concerned with the way that DOSBox seems to be kind of glitching today. Not sure what's going on with that. Let's see if it maybe fades as we keep going, though. It doesn't seem to be. There's the town of Dover. Let's just have you patrol for now. Alright, and over here we've got 1 unit of priests and 3 cavalry, so we're going to drop darkness, first of all, and then move straight in with the war trolls. High resistance from the darkness spell will help me. I am also going to add a black prayer to debuff all of his units. And let the war trolls, yeah, just take this one home. There we go, gain some fame. Being attacked by gargoyles will just auto this. My war trolls should be able to take him. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I'm not sure why this is hanging like this. I don't know what's going on. It seems to be having a lot of trouble. Which worries me, because I really do want to complete this, this series. Give me 1 second. Okay, might have helped something there, I'm not sure. Hopefully. Yeah, it looks like it. I guess it was Steam. I had my Steam window running in the background, and that seems to have caused a problem of some kind. But if that was the issue, then it seems to be fixed now, so okay, great. Or maybe not. So we summoned a magic spirit. Gonna meld with that node, get us a little bit of more delicious mana. And these 2 units are going to come together to go take that city. Yeah, just move right over there. Join up. You guys, patrol. Yeah, I'm gonna keep building spearmen there. And my heroine will move over here and take the city of Braxis. It is Clackons. I think I'm probably just gonna destroy it. Don't really want a whole bunch of Clackons being a problem. Let's throw down some terror. Hopefully that will terrorize these Clackon halberdiers. Ooh, elite Clackon halberdiers, no less. Let's just go on auto, though, because Theria can absolutely take on elite Clackon halberdiers all day, every day. She took a little bit of damage, but nothing that she couldn't handle. And we are going to raise the city. Because I just don't need Clackons in my life. I also don't need settlers in my life. Now, my new hero that I summoned, Shala the Amazon, with the Flaming Sword of Death and the Chainmail of Movement, pretty solid. What I would like to do is create an artifact for her. And it is going to be, we're going to create a miscellaneous item. We're going to give her... Let me see, she already gets bonuses to hit just for being Shala the Amazon. She has some extra movement, so I think we're just going to give her attack, defense, and a couple points of resistance. That will cost 1,650 mana, which we can do. Don't have much gold right now. We'll put some into power just to keep it going. I'm building war trolls here. That is a unit of magicians that I think Shala and these war trolls should go take care of. Okay, yeah, so 1 unit of magicians. They do have endurance, which gives them an extra move, and holy weapons. They have missiles immunity, and a pretty solid magical ranged attack. So the first thing that I want to do is throw down Black Prayer. Then Shala, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can't quite attack them this turn, but she can ride right up on them. Alright, go into melee. Yep, there we go. Okay, we got rid of the magicians without much problem. And of course, Theria leveled up. That's interesting, but okay, great. I'm surprised Shala didn't level up. Oh dear. Okay, stability seems to be dropping, and I don't know why. We're just gonna push through it. We're gonna finish this out. Yeah, I wonder why it was that Theria just leveled up. Interesting. Oh well. You just wait for your dude to be done there. Still recruiting Dwarven Swordsmen here, just keep patrolling. You can only have a max of 9 units patrolling in any given place, though, so that puts a hard limit on what you can accomplish. Those Adamantium Hammer Hands... Let's see, if we change planes real quick. Where is the nearest tower that would accomplish something for me? I think it's that one. So yeah, move up to that tower. You plane shift and go for that node, which I think I conquered earlier, if I recall correctly. Meanwhile, you should keep exploring up that way. These 2 cavalry can keep patrolling, while these 2 units go in on this city. Taran is summoning more fire elementals. And I can't cast any spells because I'm out of mana, so we're just gonna go full ham. Just gonna go in on it. I think they can do it. And of course, this is much, much less risky for trolls than anyone else because, hey, so long as 1 troll unit lives, all the casualties come back. Nope, don't raise the city. So we've conquered the town of Tyre. This is a nomad town, which means they generate a little bit of extra gold, and they can build pikemen and horsebowmen, which are a pretty solid troop, to be honest. However, ooh, cathedral. Costs 4 gold in maintenance, though. Let's get the Sages Guild first. Oh, I just ran out of mana. Shoot. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so my magic spirit was dispelled for lack of mana. Wasn't paying attention. Let's get an Animist Guild going here. Village has built a building. Let's get a Miners Guild. And alchemy-wise, yep, let's do that. Make sure we don't run out of mana again. So, it said some unit spells dissipated. Yes, my black channels dissipated on my war trolls, so I'm gonna have to recast that. Currently, they're just undead. They don't actually have the stat bonuses of being war trolls. However, it does mean they're absolutely free now, so I don't really have to hurry about recasting that. I can finish my artifact first. Stat-wise, they're a little weaker than they were, but honestly, they're still pretty tough stat-wise, and with the regeneration, they still don't have to worry about healing. That's a big stack of Tauron triremes. That's just 1. That's an engineer that isn't really going anywhere or accomplishing anything with his life. We don't know what we have in the town of Dover. Let's kind of move up and see if we can't find out. You patrol there. You guys, this is just a hero and 1 war troll. Let's move up here. And actually, I'll tell you what. Let's try and take out that node. I want you two to move up there to go help take out the node. What I'm going to do actually is I am going to turn some points into mana generation, just so I don't have to worry about losing units again. You patrol. You two just wait. Yeah, you're done. Shenki has been conquered by those engineers, and they actually burned it down because it was a clack-on town. So you... Nope. Nope. Move back down to the city. You two, you're already moving to the city. and you move to the city. So we're going to gather a pretty decent stack there, and take it in to conquer that node. What do we got in here? Yeah, okay, so see, there's the difference. We're going to drop Black Prayer first to make everyone weaker. It's honestly the resistance that's the biggest difference. The lack of resistance really does hurt. But with Black Prayer up, we can now throw down Mana Leak and just kind of wait. He's casting lots of spells, but we're just going to wait for our regeneration. He's going to come out to fight us because he doesn't want us to regenerate. But he doesn't get to decide whether we regenerate. We're going to regenerate no matter what he wants. Take out those swordsmen real quick. No further casualties. I think he may actually be pretty much out of mana. Let's drop that fire giant. There we go. Excellent. Nope, don't raise the city. Just capture it. Once we get one more spearman here, we'll stop hiring patrollers. That is the village of Newland and is owned by Merlin. Has a bunch of low-tier units. We're just going to go in and auto-resolve. Drop the mana leak, of course. And then auto. Yeah, Theri is just brutally overpowered at this point. I mean, there really is nothing that can stop her. I mean, it would take a very, very high-level fantastic creature to threaten her in a serious way with all of her items and her stats and everything. She has +2 to hit, she's charmed, so she never fails resistance. You can't even take her out with magic. She's just going to destroy you and everything you love. Let's buy the library. I'm back down to 132 mana already because forging artifacts gets expensive quick. And we have lots of warbears. Lots and lots of bears coming in. What's up here? Anything interesting? Chaos spawn. Yeah, let's attack. Ooh, there's 3 chaos spawn. Might be a little tough because they've got the Doom Gaze and the Gaze attack that automatically does damage. Yowza. Now, I never fail a resistance roll, so the Stoning Gaze and the Death Gaze don't matter, but the Doom Gaze does. As does the Poison. We'll try to drop the Black Prayer. Let's see if we can get over here and take out the other units first. Yep, kill him. Kill him down. Okay, so, if we move over there, we can't attack because they're flying. So let's get it so we're only engaged by 1. Oh, crap! Well, never mind. Yowza, I have never fought Chaos Spawn before, at least not in this game, and I haven't played Master of Magic for a while before this. I had forgotten how absolutely destructive that Death Gaze was. Wow. Okay, so, we learned a new thing today. Don't fight Chaos Spawn without ranged units. Let's get the Animist Guild to drop our unrest a little bit more. These cavalry should move down there to guard the city against warbears and magic spirits. These war trolls, there are no more towns to conquer up here until we get up to this side and conquer some of his towns, some of Merlin's towns. So that being so, we can actually move them down here to block the bears. Actually, we can just attack the bears. So he's cast Giant Strength, which is a nature spell that adds 1 melee attack. But not enough to save bears from war trolls. And now this stack here is going to attack this node. So they've got a Skydrake and a passel of Phantom Beasts. Like, wow, a lot of Phantom Beasts. So what we want is, first of all, we want Black Prayer if possible. Yes, excellent, we got Black Prayer, that will help a little bit. Mainly it helps in taking down resistance so that it's possible that terror will take effect. We want the Hammerhands in the back. What we want is for the Hammerhands to not, and Shala, to not take the brunt of the attack. We want the War Trolls to be the first ones hit. and then the hammer hands and Shala to move in later and inflict damage. Yeah, that Skydrake is oof. That Skydrake is bad news, bears. Very bad news. Let's see if we can throw Berserk. We cannot throw Berserk, so okay. See if we can take out a Phantom Beast real quick. We can't take out a Phantom Beast either. Let's get the hammer hands moved up. The Skydrake's lightning is what's making it so very, very damaging. The lightning breath does 21 damage before it ever enters hand-to-hand combat. So by the time it enters hand-to-hand, it's not actually fighting many of the enemy units. Let's move Shala around, try to kill a Phantom Beast, or die to a Phantom Beast. Let's auto it out. If we can kill the Skydrake or something, that would help. Okay, so we killed one of the Phantom Beasts, but wow, that is, I think, possibly the most heavily garrisoned node I have seen. That's, oof. That is bad. Well, we will just soldier on. Losing an army like that, to be honest, doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I wasn't actually using those units anyway. Against the other players, the only units I'm actually using are a couple of war trolls. So, I don't feel bad about it. We'll just keep gathering our troops up there. These warbears are trying to make an end run around me. And we're just going to auto-kill them with cavalry. Now, these war trolls need to start moving out in that direction to see if we can hunt down all of these troops that are attacking me and get them to stop. Let's build a sawmill over here in Brighton. Down here, we need to buy the Animus Guild. And over here, we need to buy the Sages Guild so that we can start getting a few garrison units. These guys are going to need to move down there and take out these random wandering nomad spearmen. Just because if we don't, they will come in and they'll attack the city and it'll be bad. And these guys, these cavalry, need to move up here and patrol in that town. Now, I'm still producing swordsmen here, which I shouldn't be because I only have 9 slots. So instead, this town is going to be set to produce trade goods to increase my ridiculous amount of income even further, because dwarven swordsmen are not useful enough to actually move anywhere else. I mean, I could keep pumping them out to attack, to guard other places, but... let's drop Mana Leak here, and then just go on auto. We are waiting behind the walls. There we go. Didn't lose a unit. So we've got our Animus Guild. We are going to build a little bit of cavalry here as well. Got our Sages Guild there. So we could build priests, which are pretty decent. They have a ranged attack. Yeah, let's build priests for garrison forces. Ooh, there's another tower. It's that tower. I remember that tower being really, really hard to take. So we will not attempt it yet. Let's send a cavalry up that way. All of our cities are growing. What is that? That is a neutral village. That is 3 of Raven's floating islands. Now, floating islands are a transport unit. They can fly, they can sail, they have a ton of hit points, but they have literally no attack power. So, I'm just going to... I can't attack them because they're flying. So I'm just going to take this neutral town. And burn it down. I'm losing fame doing this, but I'm getting rid of these clack-ons. And getting rid of clack-ons is generally a good thing. Exeter has been conquered. A cavalry unit looked like came out of nowhere. So, where was Exeter? Where was Exeter? Did they burn it down? Interesting. I have no idea where Exeter was. That was Hastings. Yeah, let's buy the Miners Guild. Not info, I need magic. I need to get some more manas with my 1,000 gold that I have. It'll be a while for that artifact to be built, and unfortunately I no longer have any heroes to have an artifact. So I think instead of creating an artifact, I'm going to start summoning Night Stalkers, which also have the Death Gaze. Or more Shadow Demons. Yeah, let's summon more Shadow Demons. We'll do that instead. So the Shadow Demons will take 4 turns. You just patrol for the moment. You guys... Yeah, so they've been sending over troops on the floating island. Interesting. So they haven't actually been marching over here to attack me, I guess. Okay, so this is the top tier unit of the humans, the high men, the paladins. As you can see, they have a whole bunch of melee, a whole bunch of armor, decent hit points. They are magic immune, including ranged magical attacks and all spell effects. They have a holy bonus, which increases their attack, strength, defense, and resistance. They are armor piercing, so they have the effectiveness of your defense, and they have first strike. So, basically, they are very, very bad news. They also have Dolgan the Dwarf here, who has Constitution, so it adds defense every level. So we are going to drop their... Paladins are immune to Black Prayer, I believe. If I drop Black Prayer, let me see. No, they're not immune to Black Prayer, never mind. Black Prayer does still affect them. Okay, well good. He's dropping fireballs on me, which is kind of to be expected. So I am going to lose this battle. So what I can do is throw down Mana Leak to make it slow, and then have my cavalry move back through the city to avoid being attacked this turn. Cost him a little bit of extra mana. Yep, okay. So the city was completely destroyed. A whole bunch of other cities have grown, however, including the hamlet of Hastings. Let's get a Sage's Guild up there as well. I'm not too concerned about these cities. I mean, I'm losing these towns. They're getting burned down, but, I mean, to be honest, I don't care about these towns. So, if they want to burn them down, that's okay. These are just towns that I took away from you, man. Ah, there are some units of Ravens. I'm not actually too very interested in taking on Raven at the moment. I'm a little bit more interested in finishing off Taran. So let's get our Shadow Demons summoned. Let's get these guys moving back towards Taran's forces. And we will try to head south and actually finish him off. So I've got 3 cavalry in this battle. Let's drop... well, Darkness doesn't actually really help me. That was the wrong spell. I meant to cast Black Prayer. Let's move you back so that the Paladin can come in and become surrounded. Nope, not you. You. There we go. So he's dropping Immolation on the Paladins to make them even more dangerous. We'll throw down Black Prayer. They're just going to keep coming, so I'm going to drop Mana Leak to make him come faster. Yep, come on. So he's eliminated one of my units. Let's attack with the cavalry. I probably won't kill these Paladins, but I can at least damage them badly. Yeah, so we damaged them. They've destroyed another one of my cities. Taran is really making a comeback. These horse bowmen have stone skin, which is increasing their defense, but it won't really matter. Yep, there we go. So, Taran is definitely making a comeback. He's running rampant just all over me. In order to stop that, I need more war trolls. And I also need pikemen. So let's start getting some pikemen up in Oxford. Down here, let's also throw up an armory. So we have wolf riders down there. We've got a settler moving up towards Birmingham. Let's buy that cathedral real quick. What else do we have going on? We've got those paladins, of course, running rampant. Interesting, so Taran is really making a comeback, partially fueled by my current lack of troops. All I've got, pretty much, is these 2 war trolls. Now, my 2, I just moved all of my units out. That was a mistake. Now, those two war trolls will absolutely take out his paladins if they engage. And I've got more war trolls and some adamantium hammers coming in down. Here's Maktu, who is a Merlinish hero, which I don't like. We've got a barracks in Birmingham. Now let's get the armory and then the Fighters Guild so we can start getting up pikemen. Nottingham's got a temple. We'll put up a stable so we can pump out cavalry there. And we've got a Sages Guild. We'll switch over to a... yeah, let's get an armory there as well. We've summoned some shadow demons, so they will move and plane shift. We can't planar travel at this location. Move down here and plane shift. There's the paladins. So I don't actually want to plane shift in there, because those paladins, being immune to magical damage, are immune to my ranged attack, although I do have +2 to hit and weapon immunity. So the shadow demons might be able to take them on, what with the various immunities and the +2 to hit. Let's take on these bowmen and priests first, maybe? Well, I'm not magic immune. Let's actually plane shift back. Why did you not follow the road? That was stupid of you. Pathfinding in Master of Magic sometimes is a pain. Have you guys patrol right there. So there's my war trolls and the priest, which I did not actually want to move out, but oh well, it happened. Merlin has cast the Spell of Return in Bremen, so he's back. Brighton has been conquered, so I'm losing just a whole bunch of these towns. And with the loss, I lost food. And when I lost my food, my war trolls deserted. So that's a huge problem. I've still got a war troll in Birmingham. Let's get Forester's Guild to increase food harvest. So interesting, why did my war trolls that didn't require any food desert? If you guys plane shift in right there, nah, okay. So I'm at -7 food right now. Let's plane shift. In Birmingham, we need to be making more food. Okay, now we're at 0 food. In Haven, let's buy the armory, and then we also need to be making some more food. Okay, so we've got a good food surplus now. And in Oxford, we can be making some extra food. Alright, so we've got plenty of extra food. Need to not let that happen again. I was not expecting Taran to come back that hard. Really, that did catch me off guard. But he's not going to be able to keep it up. We are going to destroy him. Let's start getting our black channels back up. I'm under attack. These are just regular war trolls. We'll just auto this. It's just random sprites. Okay, there we go. Capital of Haven has completed their armory, so now we need the Fighters Guild to get pikemen out. For the Black Channels spell, we need to target our war trolls over there. Yep, them. Them. That war troll. These guys need to move over there. Just you move out there, plane shift. Okay, so now you're over on this side. Okay. So Taran's forces are coming from down here somewhere, so that is where we need to go. You need to go through the portal. And magic-wise, we need to transmute quite a bit. My casting skill is up to 84, which is good. And throw another black channels. Okay, so we've got 2 wolf riders attacking 1 unit of war trolls, and they really don't have a prayer, to be honest. We're going to drop the black prayer and auto-resolve this. Taran thinks he's got this. He can summon fire elementals and all kinds of stuff, but he can't stop the war trolls. No matter how much mana he spends summoning fire elementals. Yep, there we go. So Hastings has got their armory. Next they'll get their fighters guild, and we are going to start just pumping out pikemen everywhere we go. Let's make that other war troll a black channels target. Now, where are they going right at the moment? Nowhere useful. Let's take out those bowmen and priests real quick. Taran is spending a lot of mana on buff spells that aren't actually effective enough to stop my troops. Where I have troops, I win fights. Taran, however, just has greater numbers because of the AI's greater production, and because I haven't been paying enough attention. That is his capital and his fortress. So this is where his real forces are. He's got 3 pikemen, 2 heroes, 3 heroes, and 3 Efreet guarding it. And he's got paladins there, and the priests and Dolgan there. Let's start moving our troops down to fight. We're going to buy those war trolls real quick. And alchemize up some more mana. Okay, Crag Keep has got an armory, which is nice and all. We're going to start pumping out... Actually, we're just going to switch over to trade goods. I just want these guys making money for me. Get an Animus Guild to increase your food harvest. And you start ferrying yourself over to Arcanos. Yeah, Taran is definitely the bigger threat right at the moment. This Shadow Demon can't take this place because they do have magical damage. But what he can do, that's a catapult. That's just a stack of bowmen. He can plane shift and kind of walk over here without being seen. Let's get you moving as well. Okay, so we're being attacked by a catapult. This won't be a hard fight. All catapults have going for them is a ranged attack. And once that's taken out, they have nothing. So, with the Fighters Guild done, we can now build pikemen, which negate first strike and our armor piercing and have a pretty solid melee attack. They take quite a bit of upkeep, but I can afford it. So we are going to start just spamming pikemen out of Oxford. Newland actually is going to go entirely over to food production. And we're just going to buy structures here. You, Hammerhands, move down that way. In the plain, where's my Shadow Demons? Let's get our War Trolls kind of down here in the woods a little bit. You two, attack that Paladin. It's 2 Paladins. Okay, so this will be the first fight of high tier versus high tier. But my guys are actually much better magically supported. And that magic immunity does not defend you against magic damage. So we're going to drop Darkness, which will debuff them and buff my troops. And we'll just wait a little bit. And then we're going to drop the Black Prayer. So now, stat-wise, it's 13 and 7 versus 7 and 5. They do still have armor piercing on me, but it won't be enough to save them. We'll wait one more turn, let them come in on me. And that's what happens when buffed War Trolls go up against Paladins. There really is no saving them. Okay, if you planar travel now, why don't you attack those archers? And just blast them with your death bolts, destroying whole units with every shot. There we go. Alright, get my other War Trolls moving down this way. I'm being attacked by a hero and a gang of priests. I'm just gonna auto this. There we go. Okay, so Taran, not really doing well. Gonna start pumping out pikemen just to make sure he can't recover. Let's get a farmer's market up here. Get a little bit of extra food income. He's building more paladins. He's definitely committing. And he's got some pikemen as well. But I don't think he can stop me at this point. Spell-wise, I'm going to start casting even more black channels. You can cast black channels on somebody who is already undead, interestingly. But I probably won't bother casting it on the shadow demons. I'll just, you know, just move on with my life. Let's get a little bit more mana. See if I'm going to take out Tauron's capital in this episode, I think. So it's shadow demons versus fire giant. See how much damage that shot does. Oh, he's summoning fire elementals as well. See, a fire giant is really bad for fighting shadow demons because the fire giant doesn't have non-magical damage. Fireballs are good non-magical damage, but since I regenerate, so I can just use up all my ammunition here, which I've just done, and then go into melee and win. And with regeneration, back to full health next turn. The Village of Giant Peaks has a war troll in it, which I would like to have back. Let's get a sawmill going up here. So, for the Black Channels spell... Yes, let's Black Channels those war trolls. And we are going to, while I'm thinking about it, change this from housing to an armory. Buy that. And then take this war troll, this undead elite war troll, and try to bring him over. We may actually send him out exploring. Yeah, let's send him out exploring. No, you're not allowed to settle. Yeah, that's right, run away. You better. You all wait. You all come over in this direction. Up, we've got some more paladins, but we are definitely gonna take him out. There really is no competition at this point. We're just going to crush Taran, grind his face in the dirt. I really kind of wish that wasn't a tiny one-space island. That's sort of a bummer. And at some point here, I would definitely like another hero. So, Giant Peaks, let's get the Fighters Guild, and we can start pumping out war trolls from here as well. Rangwall, actually, just start building trade goods, I guess. Mo money. Okay, so we've got a decent stack there. That is a hero. That's a single unit of pikemen. Let's kill the hero. Okay, well, the hero ran off. Let's kill the pikeman. There we go. That's what I like to see. These pikemen should start to gather in a relevant place, like there. So, lots of Tauron units moving all over the place. These two pikemen should gather down that way. See what's in this cave. Oh, 50 crystals. Cool. This army can move down. We have some, Knoll Javelineers. Can these 3 units take this city? Probably not. Let's take out the Javelineers. I think they're Knolls anyway. Or are they lizard men? They might be lizard men. So they've got a pretty decent ranged attack. We're just going to auto-attack here. He's cast Warp Creature, which is a chaos damage spell, and Shatter, which is a chaos debuff. Not enough of a debuff, though. Try to kill that hero, please. You got to throw 2 spells and then run away, which is frustrating. Okay, so these priests do actually have a magical ranged attack, so we are going to try to blast them before they can blast us. And these swordsmen are proving a little bit tough to blast, actually. You keep exploring in this direction. Magic-wise, I don't really need another black channels right at the moment, so let's throw another Shadow Demons. What's in there? An Archangel. No, do not fight an Archangel. Not at all. What's that? Oh, that's a neutral troll hamlet. Plane shift and move up north. You guys, probably ignore that hero, to be honest. We'll buy another priest right there for garrison purposes. We've got some cavalry and 2 swordsmen there. We'll buy the Animus Guild. Yeah, you two just move down here to help take on Tauron's army. And meantime, we're going to continue gathering our pikemen. And let's actually gang up some of our war trolls here for a bit. This episode's running a little bit long, but I really want to get the assault on Sauron's capital. Not Sauron, Tauron's capital here. We'll build up actually the farmer's market first. We've got the Fighters Guild in Hastings, so we could crank out pikemen here as well. Instead, I'm going to go with the Animus Guild to get me more food. And then the University for more research points. Let's take that neutral hamlet real quick. Nope, don't raise the city, just take it over. And before we end, we are going to attack Tauron's capital city. So, he's throwing his fireballs. He wiped out... That's a really good target. He chose exactly the right person to aim fireballs at, and he gets to throw a lot of spells. He's got several heroes, several stacks of pikemen, Rockfist the Orc Warrior, Altasa the Assassin, who has Blade Master and Agility, really high-powered heroes, and Jezreel the Sage. He also has several Ifrits back here, who are casters, so that was why he was casting so many spells. He was emptying his casters' quivers, effectively. So we are first going to throw Black Prayer. Then the War Trolls will advance. As will the Hammerhands. They're going to die next turn. Let's spend our mana firing at Rockfist, I think. Spend our ranged attack, rather. Okay, and then let's throw Darkness, which will benefit our undead troops greatly. I would throw Mana Leak, but I don't think it's really necessary, to be honest. This should be his destruction. So Rockfist didn't really take any damage. How about the pikemen? Yeah, the pikemen take damage. Alright, hit Rockfist up. Excellent. And move in there. You will be surrounded, but you don't care. You're a super powerful, badass war troll. And let's keep weakening up some pikemen here. Okay, so that war troll needs to push forward and then attack Altasa real quick. So this one can push forward and also attack Altasa. And this one can move right there. Can't attack the pikemen, can only wait. You, how about the Ifrit? Yeah, you can do some damage to the Ifrit. So one of our war troll units was killed, but will come back after the battle. The other ones are in perfectly fine shape. Let's blast them to death. And finish off the hero. Ooh, Jezreel's a little tough. Not this tough, though. Not tough enough. Nope, don't raise the city. We gained 3 fame, got 136 gold, and we have defeated Taran. He's gone for good. We didn't find any new spells because he had no death magic, but Taran is now out of the picture. And we can build paladins at this place. We could build the War College, which would mean all new troops start as veterans. First, let's build the Alchemist Guild so that we can get paladins with magical weapons. And then from there, we will proceed to crush Merlin and Raven. And, finish things off. They have allied with each other, which would be scary if they were scary, but since they're not, I'm not too worried about it. Raven is over here in this dark patch somewhere. Merlin, I'm not sure where he's come back to. I think up here it must be. I know it's not Kane, although that is where his summoning circle is. But I think it's up in this direction, so we'll take out Kane right now. Not even gonna bother using magic. All he's got is Stone Skin Spearman. Got a reasonable amount of money, though. In any case, that is going to be it for this episode. Our greatest enemy has been destroyed, And soon we will proceed to annihilate all of his friends and relatives and everyone he ever knew or loved until no one knows anything but the Dominion of Confusion. Before I end, I'm going to remember to transmute some power so I don't run out of mana and lose all my spells again. In any case, thank you all so much for watching, and take care. I will see you in the next one, which might be the end of the series. We'll see. Bye-bye.